Hello everyone, this is Michael Cheek again. This is the third video for Dream On by Aerosmith, and we're going to finish the end of the intro here. What we're going to do is that little lead part that comes in at the end of the intro, and we're going to do a couple of other riffs that come up in the song after that too. What we're basically doing is taking all the new stuff and doing it in order and skipping any repetitive stuff that you've already learned. So the next thing new that's coming up is this little part right here. I'm going to play it on the computer and then I'll play it on the guitar. Okay, and that comes in right before the Steven Tyler starts singing. So what that part is like this. There we go. I kind of blinked out a little bit, but that's basically what that part is. And let's go ahead and get into it. Again, this comes in right after what we finished in the last video. So if you're ready, what you want to go ahead and do, we're going to start on the G string here. Remember, that's the third string from the bottom, and then the other string we're going to use for this riff is the B string, the second string from the bottom. Other than that, we're going to leave all the other strings alone for this riff. So I want you to put your middle finger on the 6th fret of the G string, playing that note, but I want you to also put your first finger on the 5th fret of the G string. And you're just going to play 6th fret on the G string, then 5th fret on the G string, like that. And you're going to do that 4 times. So 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5. Okay? So that's the first part of it. Okay? Then you're going to play 6 again, and you're going to pull off to the 5. So you're going to play, alright? Remember, pull off is where we play the next note without using the pick again on our right hand. So we go, alright? So, okay? Then we keep that note going and we slide back to the 3rd fret on the G string. So, okay? And then you're not going to slide it back, you're just going to come back to the 5th fret and play that note, and then hammer with your middle finger the 6th fret on the G string. Okay, so, and then you're going to go to the B string and play 5th fret with your first finger and hammer 6th fret with your middle finger. Okay, so, okay, after you hammer that 6th fret on the B string, you're going to slide it to the 8th fret. So, okay. Okay. After you slide to the 8th fret on the B string, then play with your first finger, play 6th fret on the B string again, and play that note and hammer 8th fret on the B string, and then slide that finger to the 9th fret. Okay, so putting that together, it's going to be, okay? Then you're going to play, I use my middle finger here, I'm going to play the 8th fret on the B string and hammer 9th fret and then slide it to 11th fret. Okay? See that again? Okay, so again, retracing all that. Okay, one more time. Okay, now we're going to start the part where we descend down the neck. So put your first finger on the 9th fret of the B string. I want you to play that note and then hammer on the 11th fret of the B and then pull off back to 9th fret. So like that. Okay, use the 11th fret on the B string. Okay, then you're going to come back to 8th fret with your first finger and play that note and then hammer on and pull off of the 9th fret on the B string, then slide it back to the 6th. So you're going to go 8, hammer on 9, pull off to 8, slide back to 6. Okay? So, alright, putting that together again. Okay? Now, you're going to play this note again, play the 6th fret on the B string, then hammer on the 8th fret of the B string, pulling back off to the 6th, and then sliding it back to the 4th. It's kind of the same move you just did. Okay? Alright, now you're going to do the same thing. Play 4th fret with your first finger, hammer on the 6th fret of the B string, pull off back to the 4th, and slide back to the 2nd fret on the B string. Okay? Then play this note again, but you're not going to hammer. You're just going to play this note, 2nd fret on the B string. Then you're going to go back to the 1st fret, and actually, that's right, play the 2nd fret, and then go back to the 1st fret and play that note. And after you play that 1st fret on the B string, you slide it all the way up to the 13th fret on the B string. So, and just kind of hold that note, okay? So putting that all together, going slow, it's going to look like this. Okay, so going through it a little bit faster. Okay, now that's basically the riff that happens right there, right before the lyrics come in. Okay, so we've got that riff. It happens, if you've got the studio version of the song, that happens 27 seconds into the song. Okay, we're going to skip ahead to 1 minute and 8 seconds into the song to get our next riff. Now this is really just a chord progression here, but it's the next new thing that comes up in the song. So 1 minute and 8 seconds on the studio version sounds like this. Okay, now the reason I brought it back to 1 minute 8 is because I wanted to remind you that you've got this part here starting right at 1 minute 8. Okay, so you've played that before. It's 6th fret on the G to 5th fret on the G over and over again until those chords come in. So you've got that, and now what we're going to do is learn the power chords that come in there. It's pretty simple. You're going to take your first finger and put it on the 8th fret of the A string. Take your third finger and put it on the 10th fret of the D string. And I like to use a 3-note power chord for this song, so put your pinky on the 10th fret of the G string. You don't have to use that extra note there, but it fills out the sound a little bit, okay? And it's just those 3 notes. I'm muting everything else. So the thick E string is muted, the B string is muted, and the E string, the skinny E string is muted. Okay? Those are the only 3 notes playing. Okay? Now what we're going to do is strum this chord and let it ring for a second, and then strum it again and slide down 2 frets. Strum the chord when we get there. So, and where we're going is the 6th fret on the A string and the 8th fret on the D and G strings. Okay? So, and then after that chord is rang for a second, you're going to strum it again and slide down to 4 and 6. Okay? And now you're going to strum it again and bring it back up to 6 and 8. And then back up to 8 and 10. Okay? So basically the pattern is going to sound like this. if I play along with the song, it's going to look like this. Okay, and then okay. Now, what that basically is doing there is just that power chord progression, and then you've got some of the intro come back in. So that's nothing new there. But there's a little riff right here that's about to come in. It comes in right at 1:31. So let me get set up there. Okay. Now, this riff is basically just the blues scale, almost played exactly half, up the blues scale and back one note. It skips one note in there, but what the riff is going to do is this. Okay? That's about full speed right there. Okay? Now, let me let you hear that riff on the actual song. Here it goes. Okay, it's buried a little bit, but it's in there. And let's go ahead and learn that riff. Okay, start off with your first finger on the first fret of the E string. Okay. Play that note, then you're going to use your pinky to play 4th fret on the E string. This is the thick E string. Okay. Then 1st fret on the A string. Then 2nd fret on the A string. Use the same fingers I'm using. 3rd fret on the A string. So, then 1st fret on the D string. Now, here's where you skip a note in the blues scale. Instead of playing 3rd fret on the D string, lay your first finger flat so you can play the 1st fret on the G string without picking your finger up and putting it back down. Okay, so that's 1st fret on the G string. Now we go back to 3rd fret on the D string, and that's a long note. Okay, so we're reviewing. 1st on the E, 4th on the E, 1st on the A, 2nd on the A, 3rd on the A, 1st on the D, 1st on the G, 3rd on the D. Okay, now that's probably pretty good for the length of this video. So we'll go further into the song, listen for more riffs and little fill-ins and things like that, and make the videos for them and continue on through this song. So I hope you guys are having fun with it. And thanks for